Hello there, my dear water walkers and my lady lighthouses. Today is August 31st. Man, oh man, it's going by quickly. Today is called The Race. We are running this race to win a prize that is far greater than we could ever know. Our Lord was obedient until death with what he has had to do. However, he did grow overwhelmed and 3 times asked his Father if there was another way. Read Luke 22. Jesus preserved with the help of angels. So, just know that if you're going through something hard, strange, ask God to be with you. There will be times when you feel like you are slipping and times when you'll fall. But be assured Jesus will pick you up. Continue to move forward with a steadfast heart and a desire to persevere until you have finished your race. James 1-12. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. Have there been times in your spiritual walk where you have wanted to give up? Let Jesus pick you back up and help you get back on track, because he loves you. I don't know how many times that I have felt so lost and so alone, like God, are you really there? Like, do you see me going through this? Like, do you hear me? Do you anything? And God always has his ways of letting me know that he is listening. Like this morning, I was asked for a ride, so I, got up early and I took him to the church, and there was somebody there, and he really needed talked to, so I talked to him, and I felt the unction to ask him if he needed prayer. And he said, yeah, I need some. And so many have been told that, especially if you're a man, that it's weak and it's not manly to cry. Well, you know what? I say it is manly. I say a man that cries has more heart. He's not afraid to be himself. And if you are able to be vulnerable and say, I'm really not feeling okay right now, and you cry, it's okay. And that man sobbed in front of me today. And I got in my car and I went home, and I didn't go home. I was on my way home. And I was like, I'm just go home and go back to sleep until, church starts. And God kept tugging on me. He said, you go back to that church. You hug that man. And you know what? I went back to that church and I hugged that man. Because he lost. And he felt really alone. And I've been there. I know how it feels to feel really alone. Sometimes you lose things. Sometimes you lose people, and things happen, and you really don't have anybody to talk to. Like, you really feel alone. And I felt like that for sure. I really have. I mean, I know there's people around me and they're encouraging and stuff, and I'm grateful for every one of them. But sometimes when you just go home and you're by yourself and you're just like, man, does anybody in this place care? Does anybody care? But then, you listen to other people's things that are going on, and seems so small sometimes, what you're going through once you hear about somebody else. Like today, they talked about the 11-year-old girl that had a full-term baby. And she kept saying that the father of that baby was 12 years old, but he really wasn't. It was her stepdad. And so many people in this world don't know Jesus. So many kids don't know Jesus because their parents aren't sharing Jesus. And if they do know Jesus, they're not sharing him like they should be sharing him. Pastor, he said they were at the they were feeding kids. Well, they're just feeding people, and these kids ran up, a group of kids, they were just hungry. And the dad walked up and he goes, "Man, I wasn't sure what I was going to eat today after I smoked that joint." And you got to stop and think about it. You took so much time to spend the money that you had, but you couldn't buy your kids no food. They're growing. They need nutrients. Like, it's not that... I know so many, and I'm going to include myself in this, so many of us have gotten so much flack for drinking and smoking. But there's more to it. There's more to it. There's people in your life that need you, that love you so much. And all they see you do is smoke your life away and drink your life away, And they just love you so much, and they want you to be a part of them, but you just don't get it. You don't hear what they're saying. You just hear them yelling at you for drinking too much or smoking or doing whatever you're doing. But really, it's because they love you. And they want better for you. They want better. Like, if you say, I love my kid, I want to be around for my kid, I want to see my kid do better, then do better. Do better for yourself so your kid can see you do better. And I say that from experience because my mom, she was a drug addict. I've watched my mother snort cocaine or whatever it was off the kitchen table. I'm just little. And she's out just doing whatever she's doing. I ain't no better than nobody else. Certainly ain't saying that. So I just pray for all of us, every one of us that struggle with things and we're dealing with life. I pray that God really meets you where you're at and helps you to get up and get out of that hole you've been in. Because you are loved and you do better. And Jesus and I appreciate your existence and we love you. No matter the words that we've shared, no matter what was said, no matter what was done, you are loved. And you do matter even if it doesn't feel like it. But sometimes people have to take care of themselves. You can't make anybody be a part of your life if they really don't want to be. So, yeah.